So welcome to Paddy and Cultural Revival Immersion, where you will hopefully lose your souls and get your feet in mud and hopefully find your souls before you leave. I don't mean SOLES, I mean SOULS. Paham ka ma? Oro. Jiwa.
Dari hati.
So there's a 3-day outline behind you. Let me just walk you through it briefly. We're going to have an intention setting moment after this, where you state what your intentions are. And then the team are going to introduce the project to you, so you'll know what it's about before you go down into the field. We'll have an early lunch. We're going to watch a documentary film, short one, Petani Bukan Pemalas. It's from Peninsula, similar-ish issues. And then you are going to pitch to the community yourselves. So think about what your gifts and talents and skills are, what you're exceptional at. Think of your pitch. How are you going to do it? You're going to dance, you're going to rap, you're going to just present a speech. And then the community will choose you to adopt you into their homes. Trust me, ada yang ketinggalan at the end if you don't pitch yourself well. Like you're the last person that they want to take if you don't pitch yourself well. So think about it, okay? And don't be like, I can eat, I can sleep. Don't do that. Be like, I'm the best chef. I'm the best, hardest worker. Okay. Then there'll be a quick briefing. You'll be adopted by the communities, but you'll also be interviewing them. Bukan interview begini lah. But you'll be asking over dinner, over your meals, because you'll be staying with them. You're bringing food with you. We are also giving them a gift, a financial gift. And then you're going to talk to them and ask them a few questions. And the questions is connected to the film. About food, about rice, about the cultural heritage and all that. And we want you to record it with your phones. Then what you're going to do with that is another part of it. You have to wait for the briefing later, okay? And then you're all going to go down and plant rice. In one plot, bahkan 2 plots. You'll be divided into 2 plots. After that, you're going to go home to your respective hosts and masak with them, and then you're going to do your interview. Again, it's not really an interview, it's more a chat, but you're guided by the questions, yeah? And you're going to record it. So make sure you have your phones, you got... anyway, the briefing, you'll be doing the briefing? Yeah. Okay, so that's day 1. So you will stay overnight at the farmers. Second day, what you're going to do is seed selection and germination, and then you're going to learn how to prepare the field for planting. So actually, tabalik. You should be doing that today, but you're planting first, and then tomorrow you're doing the other things in another place, another area. Then there's going to be cooking and there's potluck. So a key part of the planting process is the potluck. That's how they eat. They have a potluck lunch. So the farmers are all bringing food. Usually it's their kampong food. And then we are also providing something for the potluck. We as in the kitchen here. And then you're going to come back here after lunch. You can mandi or whatever, and we have a nap. Because that's now part of the program. And then we're going to do film screening. What film are we screening? Well, wait for the briefing. And the communities will be, your hosts will be invited to the screening. And then we'll have some sharing and reflection. Okay, day 3, and then you'll be staying here on that night. Day 3, after a check-in, the Paddy team will share with you a lot of content that the community developed with them on the future that they want for the kampongs, connected to rice. So they're going to show you all the content. It's a lot of content. And you're going to take that content and turn it into a roadmap. Not a roadmap of Tenggilan, a roadmap of how to get to that future with the content that they developed. I mean, they want like schools, libraries, all these kinds of things. It's all we'll put the flip charts on the walls and on the floor. But we'll guide you through that road mapping process, yeah? So we're calling it Harvest for the Future and Food Sovereignty. Lunch, and then we'll have a dialogue. We'll share what you come up with. And then the communities will be here. Waktu tu. Noel, where are you? No? That's not the plan. I think it should be. They should be. Okay, that's okay. Meaning when they are sharing, the communities are listening. Yeah. Okay, and then a closing. Yeah. Let's see, what else? I wanted to, because it's the halfway mark of the year, it's June, I wanted to do a short recap of our sessions for the year. So in Jan, we had a mountaintop, right?
Yes.
And then we had
We have another mountaintop
Then we had another mountaintop.
in March.
What did we do in February?
It didn't happen because of the increased cases.
Okay, then you had another mountaintop. And then?
Then we have a valley mission.
And then?
We had a mountaintop
And
last
then?
time, and now we're in valley mission.
Okay. So this was
Spirit and practice.
the full moon. What was this?
Spirit and practice of facilitative.
Spirit and practice of facilitative leadership. Who was at this one? You want to put your hands up? Bulan 1. Okay, good. About half of you. And then the next mountaintop, so this was Jan, right? The next mountaintop was March. What was this one?
Power, politics, system, and change.
So it was another full moon. Power, politics, systems, and change. So that was March. Who was it at that one? Okay. What was this? Huh? Kopel. So that was. There's a new moon like this.
It's a new moon. It's empty.
This was. What did we call it? Anyway, whatever. Kopel. Kopel immersion.
Community ecotourism, biocultural diversity and conservation.
Okay, I don't know who thought of that title. Must have been me. This one was eco, feminism, and deep ecology. This was May.
May.
Was Copel April?
Yes.
And then here we are in the new moon, the Paddy immersion. In June. And then the next mountaintop coming, you will soon know. Who was it this one? Who was it this one? Okay, quite a few of us. Who was it this one? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we should have 6. Should have been a Ramsar one, right? But the Ramsar one is now in August. Okay. So basically, we skipped 1 month. For those of you who did the journey, all this, how was it? Just a couple of voices, maybe? Particularly ones who did all of them. Love to hear just a reflection, not a test.
Just trying to jog my memory from the very first one to now. I did feel like the first two were very, not to say high concept, but very something that you really have to think about and analyze on like different scales of like big systems, or like about questions about power and patronage and all these things. But then when we went to Copel and we met the people there, the way they were talking about the environment and their surroundings, like Auntie Jeanette with Mama's, like the soil, the composting, and then when it connects to ecofeminism and deep ecology, I think, okay, maybe let me slow down first. The Copel and ecofeminism, I can see a stronger connection because I felt that when we were in the environment and we get to see people doing all this sort of regenerative work, there's a new relation. There's like when I went there, I found a newfound appreciation. That's funny, like a reconnection almost. And then when ecofeminism and deep ecology came, then it was just like even deeper. You know, you're like then so much about, I don't know how to say the environment, but there was a big connection for me for Copel and ecofeminism. The first two, I see kind of go hand in hand in different ways, like two sides of the same coin, maybe. Well, not really, but in some ways. First one was holding the space. That's one of the things that stand out. The second one was understanding dynamics and how you can kind of claim back your power. Copel is more on what we can do about what we have and how we can get more people involved. Ecofeminism is like feeling that you're not, I guess you're not alone lah. Like there's a lot, the environment is abundant. There's so much to take from. Yeah, that's my reflection.
I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 4. The first 4, I would say it was beautifully terrible and very uncomfortable. Yeah, because
Beautifully terrible and uncomfortable. Okay.
well, being outside, like in the world, like I have all like concept ideas, and then being exposed, and then coming to the mountaintop, it was like damn. It was like just damn. And then power politics, system and change. Even before that, we had like another mini workshop with Pangrok Sulap. That one really, I was going back that night with Rizlan, and I was sharing like how very privileged I am in this world, knowing that how Pangrok Sulap does their work in like to the communities, even like I do not have that courage to like enter an area, and then in different mountaintop we bring in different people, which they share what they are doing in their realities, and that really that's where the uncomfortableness and the terribleness that I experience, knowing that I have lived my life in like a space, this other space that sometimes I'm not aware of. Yeah, the hardship that people are going through is, I find myself very privileged living my life currently.
And it's been 1 year since my first mountaintop. So it's like, kind of feels like a 1 year anniversary. Happy anniversary. And what comes to mind is, the person I was before mountaintop and after mountaintop. And before this, before taking on this journey, taking on this path, I used to be the sort of person that always thought that the grass was greener on the other side. I was searching for, something better. If I did business here, it would be better. If I did business there, I would get more money, that kind of stuff. So it had that kind of drive. And then I went into systems thinking and it completely changed me. Like a total 180. And I really resonated with Noel when he was talking about the discomfort. I think every mountaintop for me was always a disturbance, and it was very, very I always tell Cynthia, like in my feedback form last year, all my feedback forms, it's always, there's never a mountaintop where I don't cry, and it stands true still today. And I'm very curious about what the valley immersions are going to be like, because this is my first immersion. And when I'm listening to Jan talking about like how it all connects, I want to be there. And I want to connect, because every time I come to a mountaintop, I always enter the space feeling disconnected and leave reconnected. There's like a pieces of the puzzle that I found that fits into the bigger picture, and it's like a big epiphany, like, oh my gosh, wow, like all the chakras are aligned or something like that. So it's been quite a journey for me, and I'm truly, truly grateful. I feel very at home. I feel, even though, many people here, like I just met today, and most of the mountaintops, it feels like that. It always feels like family. And no longer am I looking for something better and thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, because Sabah's got the best grass. And I'm here.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for sharing. Sorry, this is kind of impromptu. I just wanted also for you guys to, again, because it's the halfway mark, to reflect on why mountaintop, why immersion. And they are, memang derang satu pengalaman dalam sendiri, tapi there's also a thread that connects them. When we designed it, we didn't think about it randomly. Yeah, we did think about the whole experience, but we also wanted people, biarpun kamu satu-satu kamu datang, dia pun ada makna. So why mountaintop? Why climb the mountain? And then why have an immersion? Yeah. Ini naik gunung, kenapa? So to us, the mountaintop was always going to be about concepts, philosophies, ideas, where we talk about big things, right, on the mountain. And it's always thinking, but also disturbing punya thinking. Bukan thinking yang like all the beautiful, wonderful things. It's about politics. It's about systems. It's about like ecofeminism. And then bila pergi lapangan, the immersion, like last year we went to the human-elephant harmony. We'll be going to Ramsar. Why do we call it immersion? Because we want you to be in the landscape or the seascape, to connect with the people and the work and the earth there. Yeah. And so to me, I always look at this as vertical. Vertical is this way, kan? I don't know what is vertical in BM. What is vertical? Huh? Begini. And then this is horizontal. Dia berbaring. So, vertical and horizontal. So to me, this is vertical literacy. This is literacy. So some words that just don't translate well. Macam bahasa yang vertical. Ini bahasa yang horizontal. Ya, bukan bahasa yang literal bahasa, tapi dia punya konsep-konsep dan idea-idea. So this one, kamu betul-betul di lapangan. Dan ini idea-idea yang macam kau duduk di atas gunung atau bukit, kau menghayal, kau membincang. You understand? Tapi dia memang ada kaitan. Ini sama ini. Kamu mau pandai jahit. Okay? Pandai menyulam. Menyulam atau menyelam? Menyulam dan menyelam. So you have to stitch it together for yourself. Yeah. So if we talk about politics here or power, you will see it connects to what happens at Kopel. It's definitely connected. You talk about power. Let's see when you're down in the field, when you're talking to your hosts, try to put on your lens of power and see who has power. Who has power over who, right? Who is disempowered? You see what I mean? So I'm trying to train you guys to see these things. And then I will talk a little bit more about why we're doing that. But I think in our education system, di sekolah, dia orang tidak ajar ni benda. Betul kah? Ada kamu belajar? Tiada kan? So, dia tidak ajar kamu tentang facilitation. Mana ada cigo yang bos, guru besar yang bos. Kamu murid saja. Dia pandai, kamu bodoh. Bukankah? So, this way of leadership, semua orang pandai. Tiada yang bodoh. Ini kepercayaan dia. Kenapa kita adopt facilitative leadership? Jadi dia punya style facilitation mau mengeluarkan kepandaian semua orang. Okay? So, power politics. Siapa dalam keadaan berkuasa di Sabah? Berkuasa di atas yang lain. Kan? Okay, so then you go to Kopel. So all these things, I want you to remember all this perjalanan kamu when you go to the immersion. And those who didn't go through these things, it's okay, you can imagine the topics lah, right? So there ada erti, ada design dalam ni begini-begini kamu. Bukan saya mau kasih gila kamu. Saya mau kasih goyang kamu supaya kamu ingat kepandaian yang asli. Saya mau goncang kamu tuh, Jessica. Kamu kasih goncang kamu, kasih terbalik kamu atas kepala, berdiri atas kepala. Sorry, my boobs, I don't want my boobs to come out. Maybe I should just put my button on. You get the picture. So why am I doing this? I had a board meeting this morning, Leap Inc. board meeting. Leap Inc. is the original organization I founded in the US. We were talking about succession. Kamu tahu apa tuh succession? Succession? Yang akan mengikut saya punya kepimpinan lepas saya tiada sudah. Bukannya saya akan mati ke apa. Akan mati juga pada suatu hari. Tapi dalam, sorry not to be so morbid, but I am very, very actively working on succession. Yeah. All these mountaintops and immersions is about leadership, is about who is going to lead Forever Sabah, who is going to lead LEAP, who is going to lead the projects. Yeah. So whenever people say, ya, saya mau pergi kerja di kerajaan, no. Habis di sana ada masa depan yang lebih stabil. Kau tahu baru-baru ini ada satu seminar saya dengar, dia bilang productivity kerajaan 30%. 30% productivity. Can you imagine that? I mean, that is what kamu punya cukai membayar orang untuk kerja 100% tapi dia hanya kerja 30%. Kau maukah kerja tuh? You really want that job? Di mana kau punya bos, kau tidak boleh respect sebab dia masuk begini. Dan dia malas dan dia tidak pergi kerja. Kau maukah begitu? Sorry lah, bukan saya mau discourage you guys, but what's my point? There's so many spaces in our work, bukan saja dalam tiap-tiap project atau program atau organisasi untuk kamu naik kepada taraf leader. You understand? You can be the CEO, you can be the COO, you could be the Chief Executive Facilitator. Because none of us, me, Winnie, Jackie, we want to be there forever. So all of this is about succession. We are trying to create the condition di mana kamu boleh digoncang untuk membangunkan, mengingatkan kamu punya kepandaian, kemahiran yang asli. Dan belajar language, belajar bahasa yang vertical, horizontal, pandai menyulam, pandai buat analisa sendiri. So dalam sekolah, dalam sistem pendidikan di sini, tiada kamu kena ajar nih faculty analisa yang unik. Sebenarnya setiap orang ada nih faculty, tapi tiap-tiap orang punya cara menganalisa unik kepada dia. Ada yang boleh tengok gambar besar, ada yang boleh tengok gambar kecil. Penting juga itu. Ada yang boleh tengok dua-dua. You understand? So bila ada semua itu diversity, itulah yang keadaan yang paling baik. That's why we have mountaintops and valley immersions. And I know sometimes bukannya senang kamu mau pause kerja dan datang sini, atau pergi Kinabatangan, atau pergi Telupit. Tapi dia adalah untuk really untuk support kamu dalam lapangan, dalam kerja harian kamu, dalam tiap-tiap project dan program. Dan juga connect dengan kawan, connect dengan peer kamu. Yeah, really, all our goals and the organizational goal and the board goal is to see you all in leadership in the future years. This organization between LEAP and Forever Sabah has a budget of 7 million ringgit a year. Ini bukan kecil. It's not small. It's bigger than companies. You know, it's a big organization, and all of you, as much as you want, ada tempat di sana. Kamu tahu sudah macam project Paddy, kau punya budget berapa? 1 juta, almost 1 juta. Cheaper is with his team. You're going to hear from them later. That's their budget. Phoebe has hers, everybody has hers. So it's a lot of freedom, but also a lot of responsibility. So what we don't want to do, we don't want to throw you there, tapi tanpa guidance, tanpa support. This is your support system. This is your support system. You understand? The peers, and of course we're all there, holding the container, meaning the myself, Winnie, Jackie, Derek, Cheryl, etc., etc. But we want you guys at the forefront. Yeah. So this is me throwing you into the immersion from the start. And then the rest is all mud. Okay? Welcome to the Paddy immersion.
Hai, selamat pagi. Nama benar Betroy Cipe bin Hong Sui. Panggil Cipe saja. Dan sekarang saya bersama-sama dengan projek padi lah di kampung Lapasan. Jadi sebentar lagi kita akan tahu lah tu apa yang projek saya sedang ini. Dan apa kepentingan beras pada saya? Sebelum ini beras itu nasi itu itulah makanan rutin ataupun ruji. Dia menghidupkan saya. Tapi sekarang itu beras saya rasa macam sumber mata pencarian sudah. Sebab saya terlibat dengan projek padi kan. Saya ada dapat benefit daripada sanalah. Itu saja dari saya.
Oke, pilih.
Arti beras untuk saya, kalau bagi saya sebelum ikut projek padi ni saya cuma tengok begitu-gitu je, macam saya tidak tahulah macam mana susahnya petani untuk mendapat hasil beras itu dari padi menjadi beras. Selain itu bagi saya beras ni untuk makanan harian lah untuk setiap orang.
Dulu saya pernah jaga padi sendiri. Itu burung memang susah kalau kita jahat sama itu burung, memang dia akan lagi jahat. Dan pernah ada orang yang tidak jahat sama burung, dia kasih tinggal dia punya ladang padi dan tidak diganggu oleh burung. Jadi itulah kita punya hubungan dengan alam. Itu yang sangat penting lah bagi saya, dapat mengeratkan hubungan dengan alam, dengan masyarakat.
We use local ingredients in our dishes and everything like that. So I'm a sous chef there. I think what was interesting about this, when Emily told me about this whole project, I wanted to find out more about paddy, about rice. Not only because it's a food source, but it's a way of life. I think not only in Malaysia, but all around Asia, it's a source of nourishment for everyone. It was a trade at one point, still is. So it goes back in history, goes down in roots. So I'm here to immerse myself in that.